My name is Carolyn Foley. I am a research coordinator for Illinois Indiana Sea Grant, and in this video I am going to walk you through reading a request for proposals or a request for applications. Depending on the organization that has shared the request, it may be called an RFP, an RFA, a solicitation, a NOFO, or some other acronym. But the main point is that it is a document that outlines rules you should follow to compete for some funds. When you are thinking of applying to a competition, it is important to read the entire request for proposals carefully. Key sections to review include the eligibility section, the budget section, the required components, and the review criteria. The eligibility section will help you learn if you qualify for the opportunity. For Illinois Indiana Sea Grant, competitions are typically restricted to people who work and study in Illinois or Indiana, but this is not always the case. Sometimes applicants must partner with particular groups, or sometimes only people from certain groups like universities, colleges, or local communities are eligible. If you must partner with a particular group or community to be eligible, you should try to connect with them as early as possible in the application process. The best applications tend to be those that show how all team members will work together to complete the work. Key things to look for in the budget section are how much you can request and if certain types of items are not eligible for funding. For example, sometimes you are not allowed to pay construction costs, or you cannot buy certain types of equipment. You should work with someone at your institution to help you develop your budget. Sometimes this is a person in your home department's business office. Sometimes it is someone in a pre-awards office. They will help you be sure that you charge the proper amount for salary, fringe, and other expenses. Two key concepts in the budget are overhead or indirect costs and matching funds, which are also known as match or cost share. Indirect costs, also known as overhead or IDC, are set by your home institution. Many funding opportunities allow these to be charged, as they are the funds that help keep your institutions running. In some cases, these may be above 50% for research grants. That means some portion of what you request will not be available to do the work you have proposed. Ask your business office personnel how much money you would have remaining to put toward your work after they recover their indirect costs. Match or cost share is something that is often required for Sea Grant applications. This is a situation where your application must show that some portion of the money you are requesting will be matched or supported with funds that come from non-federal sources of money. As an example, if you are requesting $6,000 to support your summer salary, you may show that you'll use an additional $3,000 of your time that is supported by departmental funds toward the project. Again, you should work with your business office or whoever is helping you prepare your budget to determine what you will use as match. Options can include things like time or equipment that is being used to do the work, or even volunteer time. But you must be able to properly account for all of the match or cost share. If you have further questions about what is able to be used, contact the people who issued the request for proposals. Make sure to review the list of required components for your application. It is very important that you submit all of them. In some cases, if you miss one, you will be disqualified from the competition. There are often templates and guidance for you to follow for each section. For example, for Illinois Indiana Sea Grant Scholars competitions, there is guidance on what type of information to include in your statement of interest. Similarly, for Illinois Indiana Sea Grant 2-year research competitions, there is guidance on how to organize your application and what type of information to include in each section. Finally, Be sure to carefully check out the review or evaluation criteria. In many cases, people who will be evaluating your applications will be given this exactly as it is written in the request for proposals. A good step toward a favorable review is to be sure you touch on all of the points raised in the evaluation criteria. If you have further questions about a particular funding opportunity, be sure to contact the funding agency early, well before the submission deadline. It is also important to start talking to your business office or whoever will help you develop your budget as early as possible, because it may take up to 2 weeks for an application to be run through the proper channels before you can officially submit. Thank you for watching this video.